Hi, I'm Clarissa.
I'm Scarlett. So we're both first years.
Okay, it's okay. So, what do you think? What were some of your major struggles being a Christian and a first year at the same time?
It was definitely different from high school, because I moved to a new city, so trying to find and get connected with a church and an on-campus group. But then I found InterVarsity, which has been pretty cool. What about you?
It was hard and different because first off, I moved to Canada not long before I came to uni, and so I was adapting to the culture and then also adapting to the school environment and friends and everything. It was really weird, and even with actual schoolwork, everything was just so different, and I was really overwhelmed. And then I was just so grateful to find a Christian community on campus because that helped me so much. All my friends are from there, and there's something about having Christian community because when you're in hard situations, they like you know that the advice you're getting is biblical. Because it's one thing to have friends who advise you, and it's not biblical, but knowing that the foundation of your friendship is from God, and then they're holding you up to biblical standards is something that I'm very grateful for.
No, that's beautiful. I remember, we're on a retreat now, but I remember my first retreat with InterVarsity. I had been sick, so I hadn't actually been able to go to any of the events. It was my first time meeting everyone. Everyone was brand new, and it was so cool. Just spending that weekend away and meeting so many amazing people, and then continuing to stay connected with them throughout the year. I go to McMaster, so both the McMaster people, but then the Brock people at Mac Brock events, and then the U of T or the Windsor people at bigger group retreats and stuff. Yeah. So it's been really cool meeting people who kind of are in the same place in life and share the same values and beliefs and getting connected with them. It's really cool making these friends. Yeah.
I feel for you it's more interesting because you seem like an extrovert,
no.
But I'm not an introvert, but I love to take my time to talk to people. But why do I keep saying but anyways, when you are an extrovert, it's easy to connect with people or just form friendships and genuine connections. But when you're more reserved, it's harder to just even be yourself around people. And that was something I didn't necessarily struggle with because I'm content even if I'm alone. But it's I'm alone, I want to be around people. So it took me a while to actually feel I could be myself around people. And I feel that's something a lot of first years that are not Christian struggle with, and that's why a lot of them end up hanging out with the wrong people because you're just hanging out with whoever, and then FOMO and everything, and they just go and do whatever. And InterVarsity is it's one of those communities where I see God working so strongly, especially at Brock, because most of the people there are first years, and it's just beautiful to see how these people could be at parties or they could be at clubs, but they choose to come and serve God every Wednesday night. It's something that it's really nice.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. Even though I'm more extroverted, I find it easy to meet people and get connected with them, but I found it harder to maintain friendships. I've always had that. There's definitely some friendships I've kept, but it's been harder moving away from home and then being who do I keep texting and who's not part of this part of my life any longer. But meeting people here has been great because the first time I met so many people here, we clicked, and it's been so great. And then just clicking with them again and again and again and realizing these are lifelong friendships that I've made in first year, which is so cool. But then the other thing is, I remember the first retreat I went on, it was so scary and new meeting everyone, and it was so much fun. And then afterwards, they invited us McMaster students up to Brock for a worship night. I think it was Without Walls. Did you go? But it was awesome. And I remember one of the speakers was saying that during COVID, the group had cut down so small at Brock just because of COVID and all the things. And then I couldn't actually believe it. He said it was under 20, and then less than 4 years later, it had exploded to this big group where they had literally sold out tickets for this event. It was huge. It was so busy. So it's amazing seeing what God has done through InterVarsity at all the campuses.
This reminds me of, like, you know how we're studying Mark, and then there was the guy who his friends, like, removed the roof and lowered him to get healing. Like, other people you've met from InterVarsity who have impacted your life or who have, like, drawn you closer to God?
Oh, like 100%. Like seeing like everyone kind of, I guess, like take advantage of all the different resources and people and staff and teachings that we have like available to us like every week, like getting connected has just like inspired me almost to grow closer in my faith. And then like definitely like seeing my peers like in that position, like that walk, it's like it's less lonely than it would be otherwise. Because I think it can be hard doing it on your own. What about you?
Yeah, I feel the same way. There are times when, like, there are things that you go through, right? And it's like, if you didn't have certain people around you, you would have probably done other things that you shouldn't have done.
Yes.
So, like, I'm really grateful for, like, accountability and just, like, friends that don't leave you when things get bad. Yeah. Also, random question.
Okay.
What do you think about, like, discipleship? Like, there's people who have poured into your life. How do you pour into other people's lives?
Oh, that's a good question. I think, actually, I was talking to one of the staff here, Leanne. She runs Girl Camp in summer. I was talking to her about this today, about how it looks different for every person because God made us all differently. And then also how, like, discipleship, it's almost like a chain link process, and like you never know where you are in that chain link for somebody, like only God knows. So you could be at the beginning of it and just like planting or spreading seeds, and like you might not see the fruit of that or the fruition of that. You could be in the middle, like kind of bringing someone along closer, or you could be at the end. So I think it definitely depends on where the person is, but I think my favorite way to disciple is just encourage. I think that's my favorite way. What about you? How do you pour into others?
For me, it's like meeting people where they are, because I feel like a lot of times Christians come off as condescending or like judging, and we don't understand that sometimes it's just not the right time to say some things, but trying to discern when it's the right time, loving people, caring for people as who they are, not just like, oh, I'm trying to win souls, like, oh, I actually care about these people. I feel like that's one solid way, because they see your heart for them. They know that, like, oh, you're not just trying to get me to come to church. You actually care about who I am. You care about how I'm doing.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Love that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for listening. Bye.